All right, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to dive into one of the biggest misconceptions about hypnotherapy so you can understand more deeply what it's not and what it actually is and how it can transform your life from the inside out. My name is Gianna Badot. I'm a one-on-one coach, certified hypnotherapist, meditation teacher, and spiritual guide. And if you need deeper support beyond this episode, make sure you grab access to the resources that are linked in the notes below. Grab access to, first and foremost, the Rewired meditations. There's over 50 subconscious activations, meditations, and self-hypnosis audio recordings to help you dive into the depths of you, your subconscious reality, so that you can rewire your subconscious, stress less, achieve more, and manifest everything you want and more in your life. And also, if you need deeper support rewiring some traumatic events or wanting to work through something specific to release a subconscious mindset block or an unconscious mindset block that is currently hidden under the surface that you can't quite understand what it is, but you just know there is something there that is holding you back and keeping you stuck from your highest self, from your best self in your relationships, from reaching your next level of potential in your business, with your abundance, whatever it may be. You can learn more about how you can work with me one-on-one using hypnotherapy to release and eliminate whatever that unconscious block is. You can learn more about all of that, link in the notes below. All right, let's dive in. First and foremost, what is the biggest misconception about hypnotherapy? The biggest misconception about hypnotherapy is that it is a sleep state. Hypnotherapy is not sleep. Let's just start this episode off right there. In fact, hypnotherapy is actually the total opposite. Hypnotherapy is not sleep. It is an awakening of your truest, highest self. When you are in the state of hypnosis, you are the most awake and aware that you could possibly be to yourself, to your truth, to everything that you need to know about you to create the most aligned life. So the reason why there is this misconception out there that hypnotherapy is sleep is because of stage show magicians that use hypnosis, which is not actually even hypnosis. It's fake. And they say the word sleep and someone falls asleep. It's not actually accurate and it's not actually real. It's pure entertainment, which makes it really hard for those of us who are out in the world actually utilizing hypnotherapy for what it actually is to heal and awaken you to your truest self, to heal the traumas and the blockages that have been holding you back and keeping you stuck in your life. And so hypnotherapy, again, it's not sleep. It is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. And it's actually one of the things that I always get asked when people inquire about hypnotherapy, who are brand new to hypnotherapy, who are brand new to some of this deeper subconscious work. They ask, but will I just be asleep? No, you will not be asleep. You are awake. And yes, there are times where you may be listening to a Rewired meditation and you drift off into sleep. And if that happens, it's totally okay. If you fall asleep listening to a Rewired meditation, a self-hypnosis meditation, it just means that you are tired and your brain needed some rest. And you can allow yourself that rest. And you can still trust that whatever you listened to in that recording worked for you because your subconscious mind does not sleep. Your subconscious mind is active, working, and listening 24/7. So your subconscious mind is absorbing everything that is going on around you, whether you are awake or asleep. So if you fall asleep listening to a recording, it does not mean it wasn't effective for you. It just means you needed some rest. But hypnotherapy is actually different than listening to a hypnosis recording. Hypnotherapy is a one-on-one customized experience where you are working together with a certified hypnotherapist who is essentially someone who is an expert in healing and working with and rewiring your subconscious mind. And so a one-on-one hypnotherapy session, you have your eyes closed and you are having this guided, beautiful conversation with your eyes closed. So yes, you are awake. You are very awake. You are very aware. In fact, in the process of hypnotherapy, your stress shuts down completely. Your anxious thoughts shut down completely. Your negative belief systems shut down completely. And you're able to drop into this deeper state within yourself where all of your truth lies, where all of your self-awareness that you actually need to create an aligned life lives. So when you can shut down the stress, shut down the anxiety, shut down those negative limiting beliefs that are clouding your judgment, that are clouding your alignment, that are clouding your ability to make aligned decisions for yourself, you can actually access your truth. And in a hypnotherapy session, as a hypnotherapist, when I am working with a client, I guide my clients into this state of progressive relaxation where they are not asleep, but highly, deeply relaxed. And the reason why clients feel so relaxed in a hypnotherapy session is because through this progressive guided relaxation that I guide my clients through, you enter into the theta brainwave state. Now, the theta brainwave state is the brainwave state that you are in before you go into your sleep state. Your sleep state is the delta brainwave state. That is sleep. Theta is the state that you're in just before you cross over into sleep. It is a state of deep relaxation and light daydreaming. It is deeply, deeply, deeply relaxing and feels really amazing. If you've ever experienced this, you know how amazing it feels to be tapped into your theta brainwave state. It is the most relaxed you can possibly be. And so when you are in the theta brainwave state, you are in this deeply relaxed state. And when you are in the theta brainwave state, that's when you can access your subconscious because you're not asleep, but you're also not in that beta brainwave state, which is your super active, super on, super into the moment brainwave state, the brainwave state that you're utilizing right now, which is your beta brainwave state. So theta is actually this deeply relaxing state, like I mentioned. And when you're in theta, this is the bridge to your subconscious. This is the pathway into your subconscious. And you can't access the theta brainwave state. You can't access your subconscious in your normal active waking state. It is literally impossible. So if someone tells you that you can rewire and reprogram your subconscious with your eyes open in your normal conscious active state, they're wrong. The only way you can actually rewire your subconscious is through the theta brainwave state because that is how you access your subconscious. You have to be deeply, deeply relaxed. You have to be free of all your limiting beliefs, all of your stress, all of your anxiety, all of the roles and hats you wear in your day-to-day life to actually tap into this deep subconscious state that is operating under the surface of your being 24/7 without you even realizing it. So your subconscious mind holds all of your programming. Your subconscious mind holds all of your programming from your childhood onward. So all of the things that you saw growing up, all the things that you were told growing up, all the things that were going on around you became the lens by which you saw the world. And when that happens, it gets hardwired into your subconscious. So even if you don't want to have a belief system that you were given as a child from your parents, even if you don't align with your parents on some things, the reason why you still operate in the same way as they do and you repeat those patterns is because it's hardwired into your subconscious. It becomes you. It is you. It was your programming. Now, of course, this does not mean that you have to keep that programming. As a conscious adult, you can choose to rewire it. And that is why hypnotherapy is such an incredible tool, because you can actually rewire programming that has been literally hardwired into your subconscious since you were a child. You can change who you have been operating as. You can change deeply rooted negative patterns today using hypnotherapy. Even those really tough habits that you struggle to break, you can break with hypnotherapy because they're rooted in your subconscious. And when we work with the subconscious, we can literally change anything about ourselves. And it can be really hard to change things on a conscious level with willpower alone or with just making a conscious intention to do so because you have this programming. So even if on a conscious level, you say, I want to lose weight, but on a subconscious level, you believe that it's not possible for you and it's not safe for you and your whole family has always been overweight and you have all of this generational programming around weight loss, then you will always self-sabotage yourself to never lose weight. So it does not matter what diet you try. It does not matter what you do, how many times you work out. If that programming is still there, you are always, always, always going to self-sabotage yourself. It is the same thing with money. If you grew up in a family lineage that believed rich people were bad, who really struggled, if you had a parent that had scarcity mindset around money or was always stressed about paying the bills, and today you want to be a millionaire. Today, you want to make a lot of money. But because you haven't rewired that programming that is playing under the surface of your mind, that is playing out under the surface of your mind, day in and day out, 24/7, you are constantly going to self-sabotage yourself. Because even though what you want on a conscious level is to be a millionaire, on a subconscious level, you don't actually believe that's possible for you. And 95% of everything you say and do and the way you operate in the world is dictated and determined by your subconscious programming. So it does not matter what you want to do on a conscious level, because if your subconscious does not align with what you want on a conscious level, you will never be able to achieve that. You have to literally wire and teach your subconscious to operate the way you want to operate in the world. And so you can do this through hypnotherapy. It's an incredible, incredible, incredible tool that is going to support you in literally creating the life of your dreams in every area of your life, in your relationships, with your money, with literally everything and everyone, because you can rewire yourself. And when you can rewire yourself, you can take control over the situation. So coming back to the misconceptions around hypnotherapy, again, it's not a sleep state. Hearing all this, you've probably realized in this episode that it's actually quite the opposite. It's a state of deep awakening. It's a state of deep self-awareness. Hypnotherapy is the path to waking up. It is your path to waking up to your truest, most authentic, most aligned self. And so if you want to become your truest, most authentic, most aligned self, utilizing hypnotherapy is going to help you rewire some of those old patterns and programs and negative tapes that you received as a child or have built up over the years so that you can operate as the version of yourself that you actually want to be, that you know you're capable and worthy of embodying. So again, hypnotherapy, it's not sleep. That is one of the biggest misconceptions. And unfortunately, it is one of the misconceptions that keeps so many amazing humans who need this work away from trying it. In fact, most of the clients that I work with, they come to me after they've tried everything else. After they've done years and years of therapy, read all the personal development books, hired all the coaches, they've done all the affirmations, they've been doing all the things, but something under the surface still hasn't shifted. Something under the surface still hasn't clicked enough for that transformation to actually have taken place for them. And so they're still on the journey. They're still searching. And so they find hypnotherapy and they're like, I've done everything else, Gianna. So I figured, hey, why not try to hypnotize myself? Why not try hypnotherapy? Right? I've done it all already. So let's try it. Let's do it. And this is when they actually see results. This is when they actually start seeing their world shifting, their outer world, but of course, most importantly, your inner world. Because for your outer world to shift, you have to shift what's happening on the inside. You have to shift, change, and rewire your subconscious programming. There is nothing you can do externally that can actually shift and change your reality. You have to do the work from the inside out. So if you've been doing it the opposite way, the good news is you can change that today. You can start working with your subconscious and rewiring your being at the deepest level of your core, your subconscious. Your subconscious is your core self. It is the true essence of you. It is the root of all your emotions. It is the root of everything about you. It holds all of your memories. It is your intuition. And so to actually shift and evolve and change what's going on in your life, how you're feeling every day, and what you're seeing around you every day, it starts by working with this blueprint, which is your subconscious. It is literally the blueprint of you. It is in charge of 95% of everything you say and do in your life. So what you see around you, what you hear around you, is a direct reflection of what is going on in your subconscious mind. So if you're wondering the programming in your subconscious, of course, you can't just say what's in my subconscious, because you're trying to use your conscious mind to understand what is subconscious. You need to get into a relaxed state. You need to heighten your self-awareness. You need to get into the theta brainwave state to actually see clearly what is in your subconscious, the programming, the memories, the things, the belief systems, all of it. To actually see that, you have to enter into the theta brainwave state. And again, hypnotherapy, using self-hypnosis. These are the only ways to actually effectively do this. So to tap into the subconscious, we need to enter through the theta brainwave state. So to understand yourself, you have to go deeper. You have to try to see yourself more clearly. And so no, it's not a sleep state. It is a state of awakening. So if you are ready to wake up to your true self, to understand what is going on inside of me, what is in my subconscious, what is the blueprint that is running my life, what are the memories and belief systems from my childhood that are actually dictating and determining how I'm showing up in my life today, no matter how long ago it was. Yes, it is still affecting you today. And so if you're ready to actually see yourself more clearly, if you're ready to wake up, then hypnotherapy is actually going to be the most transformative and most impactful path that you've ever taken in your life. It was for me, and it is for so many of my clients. And so you can get started today using the information and the resources linked in the notes below. You can start using the Rewired self-hypnosis meditations to start tapping into your subconscious right now, today. There's audio recordings that are 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So there is a recording for you no matter how much time in the day you have. There's over 50 of them. So there's so many topics that you can pick from. Increase your self-love, increase your productivity, heal your inner child, eliminate money mindset blocks, ideal life visualization, manifestation, hypnosis, you name it, it is there. The list could go on and on. So you can get started using the self-hypnosis meditations linked in the notes below using Rewired. And also, if you know that you have deeper rooted blocks, you have deeper rooted traumas that you've gone through in your childhood or in recent years, or perhaps you know you have deep rooted programming from your parents that you'd like to heal and rewire and replace, then using one-on-one hypnotherapy is going to be most effective for you right now. Still do the Rewired meditations. Those are going to support you in going deeper into your subconscious. But if you know you have deeper rooted work to do, if you've been through stuff that you haven't properly faced or haven't fully faced just yet, then working one-on-one is going to be the most effective tool for you to eliminate that blockage, to get whatever is keeping you stuck out of the way, removing the barrier, removing the blockage, so you can actually feel free in your life again. So you can actually start creating the life that you want to be living, that you can actually start feeling like you want to be feeling, and create a life that looks good, but also feels good on the inside as well. So if you're ready to start doing the healing work from the inside out, by healing your subconscious, make sure you inquire about working together one-on-one. You can apply using the application linked in the notes below. And what will happen after you apply is I'll reach out to you, we'll text, and maybe even have a phone call to chat even more about you, what's been going on, and if this is a good fit for you or not right now. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this answered some of your questions and cleared some of the misconceptions. And if you have more questions, of course, drop them below. I would love to hear them. I would love to answer them for you. I love talking about the subconscious. I love sharing about hypnotherapy because it is so effective and so powerful, and more people need to know about this work, need to be doing this work. Because I truly believe that if we can heal ourselves from the inside out, do the root work, then this world is going to be a much happier and healthier place. And we can also break cycles of generational trauma by healing our own trauma, by healing our own selves. We don't pass it on to our children, and they don't pass it on to their grandchildren. The cycle can stop with you. So make sure you drop your questions below. I'm happy to answer them. And you can tag me on Instagram at Gianna Badot or send me a DM on there as well with any of your questions. And if you love this episode, make sure you subscribe and you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode along this incredible journey. And I'll see you next time.